East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCF Knights, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This Yukon offense really has it going. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Coming after it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the rhythm.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Handoff to the single running back. Bulls his way forward. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Using his feet. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchbacks. The UConn offense goes back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. UConn will have to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game.
He lets it fly. He's got it on the right. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. UConn will have to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
UConn, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Caught in the backfield. It's Stevens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Give him 6. Touchdown, UCF! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
UConn going back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Powers through the defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, UConn. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking for room. It's Gage. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Mark down at the 26-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up.
42 Spider.
Tries again to get it in. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Knights will hustle to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 31.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the 1st.
He's got an open man.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
The aerial assault continues. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're trying to get to him. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Husky! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And the extra point is good. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Couldn't order better field position for this offense. It's reversed. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's got his man, and he's still running after the move.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskies are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw it again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's back to throw on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. A huge pickup. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Knights! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.